Hi everybody and welcome back once again to John's Rockin' Vinyl 77. Today I have some more recent finds. I know it's been a while since I made my last one, but I thought I would go ahead and make one because I found quite a few things in the past 2 or 3 months. So I'm going to start off with kind of the lesser stuff and then I'll get in with the better stuff, which there's really no like big high-end grells this time, but still really interesting stuff that I think is worth making a video about. So first off, this is a group called Gambler. This is like a kind of late 70s AOR kind of thing. It's in the shrink. I got it for like $1, really cheap, so I grabbed it. And I thought this was a little bit more hard rock, but it's pretty typical, like, I'd say it kind of has, some of it has kind of the lighter side of Steely Dan kind of stuff going on, but still a cool album. And the title track is the most rockin' thing on here, Teenage Magic. It's pretty good. I recommend that one and Follow Your Heart. The ones that are on YouTube are the ones that you want to listen to. So that's one that I found. It's on Capitol, I believe. EMI actually, EMI America. Cool little find. And then here's another thing in that same kind of vein. Another cheap dollar record that I found. Really cheap. And this is just, this is a band called Hotel. They only made 2 albums. This is the first album. They're from, I believe they're from Florida. And it's just kind of typical AOR. It has a little bit, it's a little cheesy, it's got a little bit of that cheesy love song kind of thing going on, but there's quite a few tracks that are worth mentioning on here. One I really like is Not Wise to Stay. I had this on cassette for a while. I've been looking for it on vinyl for a while, actually. So I'm really happy to find that. And then we're going to go back a few years into the 60s. Here we got The Nice. This is The Thoughts of Emerless Dave Jack, which is all their names combined together, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And this isn't a great album at all, but if you see it for cheap, for like less than $5, I'd grab it. Just because it's like, it's The Nice. It's Keith Emerson, and we have like the one that I really liked. I think was the one on side A. It was pretty heavy. It's called Bonnie K. Pretty heavy stuff. It's on the Immediate label. This is a stereo, not a mono. So if it was a UK mono, it'd probably be worth quite a bit of money, but it's not. So let's see what else we got. Then I found another copy of Focus 3. I've been looking for another copy of this. The one that I had was the later pressing without the gatefold. This is the original with the gatefold. So pretty excited to have that. And in pretty great condition, and I got it for cheap. Got it for a really good price. What else have I got? Here's another album that I've had previously. It's by a band called Flight. This is their first album. They're like a kind of jazz fusion, hard rock. It's not really hard rock. It's rock, jazz fusion-y rock, space rock kind of thing. It's good stuff. The stuff that's instrumental is really good. Highly recommend checking these guys out. Really, really good music. Really, really good stuff. And then I have Angel, first album. Also got this really cheap. Got it for like $2. The cover's a little bit beat up, but that doesn't really matter. The record's in good condition on Casablanca. And then, here's one of my best finds, probably. I don't know if I should, maybe I'll save it for last, because I got some more stuff to show. Okay, and then we have Uriah Heep's debut album. I've been looking for a clean copy of this. as a U.S. pressing. Pretty tough to find. This is actually a clean copy, but it's it's like the '70s pressing on that Skyline label, you know. Still a great album. I mean, it was worth a couple of dollars to pick up. I needed it, you know. What else have I got? This is Slade Alive. The cover's a little torn up, but getting it for, you know, for a couple of bucks, not gonna not grab this for sure. I mean, pretty hard to find album, really, one you don't see very often, and you know, it's a good album. It's a good rock and roll album. What else have I got? This was a cool find that I found. Triumph Rock and Roll Machine. Triumph's second album. This is a Canadian first pressing on Attic Records. So, pretty cool. I'll show you guys. I got this for a couple of dollars too. I mean, like, it's not very common to see original Canadian pressings, you know. At least where I'm at, you know. So, I thought that was a cool find. I'm a pretty big Triumph fan. I'd like to find their first album too. I might find it one day. If I can find this, I'll probably find the first one eventually, right? So, always looking. This is a really great album, by the way. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's good stuff. And let's see. I guess I'll show you guys these. Well, these kind of have a story. I found them all together. And you'll probably, you know, they're in varying. A lot of them are in VG Plus, are better condition. Some are in VG, but for the prices I paid for them, they were totally worth it. So I'm just gonna start here. Rush's first album. The cover, you know, it's seen better days. It has some edge wear and stuff, but I mean, the copy, it was clean enough. You just don't see Rush very often, so I grabbed it. I was happy to find this for really cheap. Okay, and then I got a couple of different Rush, so I'm just going to go through them all, I guess. Got 2112 in really good condition. This is a really nice copy of 2112. The vinyl's VG Plus excellent condition. I mean, and I got it for like hardly anything. I got a really good deal on these. And then Caressa Still. Again, really clean copy. It's not exceptionally clean, but it's got that wear on the side. This, I was really excited. I was excited to find a really clean copy of Fly By Night. I've been looking for a clean copy for cheap, and they're usually really expensive, so, I mean, they're usually, you know, $25, $30. I'm just not willing to pay that. And, you know, and it even has the original inner sleeve, which is cool. It's got the original. This is probably the cleanest record I bought. I'd say it's probably excellent to near mint condition. Vinyl is. So if I find a really nice cover and swap it out, you know, I'll have a really nice copy of this. Then we have King Crimson, Court of the Crimson King. This is a early 70s reissue. Really clean copy. Just has a little bit of water damage on the side. Not too bad. But it was worth picking up with that whole little lot. And it cleaned up really well. So excited to have that as well. I've only got a couple more. And then we have Stooges, Raw Power, Iggy Pop and the Stooges. This is pretty hard to find an original first press of this. in good condition. I mean, it's about VG condition, I'd say. It has one bad scratch on it, but it plays through. Pretty excited to add this to the collection. There's one on eBay right now that's sold for like over $100. So to have one and to have only paid a couple of dollars for it is just ridiculous. It has the original inner sleeve. Original inner sleeve. I'd say about VG. So that's definitely something to be excited about. That's probably one of my best finds in a while. So, and I found all those together. The King Crimson and the Rush and Iggy Pop. So, pretty exciting finds to me. Let's see what else. And then last but not least, Freedom. I bought this actually sealed on eBay, and I pulled it out because the shrink was ripped. So, but it's a really excellent copy of this album, which is pretty hard to find. Exceptionally clean, you know. I mean, like that cover is like immaculate. You just don't see that cover like that ever. So those were my finds pretty much for the past couple of months. So I hope you enjoyed what I showed. And thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Hopefully it'll be sooner than last time. So, alright, we'll see you guys.